Don't you know that you're a grown-up? No games, no puns. Not allowed if you're a grown-up.
Hey there, welcome to GenXGrownUp. I am John, and I'm a GenXGrownUp. Thank you for checking out what is our very first ever live stream, which is a thing that I understand people do, and now I'm doing it because the cool kids are supposed to. But like anything that we do on GenXGrownUp, I want to do this live stream because it's something that I thought I would be interested in and would be fun, something I want to take a look at. So you won't see us do anything on GenXGrownUp that we don't find amusing to ourselves, and this is one of those things. The other day I visited a flea market and I got a hold of a ton of vintage Atari stuff. I was expecting to get a bunch of Atari 2600 stuff, which I did. But interestingly enough, I got a bunch of, hey, George has joined the live stream. Hey, George, how you doing? But I also got some Atari 7800 stuff in that bundle. The 7800 was something that I completely missed growing up. It was released in 1986. And by that time, I was an Atari 8-bit user. I was not using even the 5200 because it was essentially the 8-bit chipset playing all the same games I had on the computer. So the 7800 I missed entirely. Now, the reason that matters to me is I started to explore in this lot of stuff I got at the flea market. I got a bunch of 7800 cartridges and even kind of a beat-up 7800 ProSystem console. And though I don't have a power supply, it made me start to explore it a little bit. And what I found out was it wasn't just more of the same. Turns out the 7800 was, while owned and promoted by Atari, it was manufactured by a third party, an entirely new chipset. They were really trying to go hard up against Nintendo and Sega, and it was released in 1986. But as is always the case with just about every post-2600 Atari console, they made tons of missteps. That meant that they did not get a good foothold on the gaming market, unfortunately. However, what we do have is about 60 games that were released, and they were incredibly different from what you might have seen in the 2600 or 5200. And 7800 being so short-lived, most people have not seen them at all, myself included. And when I started to poke around, I found out that they were incredibly superior ports of these arcade games in many cases. So I want to take a look through them, but I decided this was a great opportunity to do a live stream that is something I'm really, really interested in, and I can share with you as we take a look at what was going on with these Atari 7800 games and really what they did. Atari was really shooting to make a super superior console, and in many cases they did a pretty good job. Hey, Mo is here. How's it going, Mo? Good to see you on the live stream. Oh my lord, that means there could be as many as 3 of us watching, including myself. So, let's pop over here and take a look. So this is the 7800. We are running it in emulation. I have a console, just missing a power supply, as I mentioned. And this is pretty obvious asteroids. And many times I'll compare this kind of to what we saw in the 2600 and also what we saw on the 5200. And being somebody that knows Atari games really, really well, this does not look or feel at all like an Atari game, which is what kind of makes it really interesting to me. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, the asteroids, I mean, not vectors, of course, but they even have kind of blasteroids-y looking kind of shading on it. They really made it look a lot more like a premium sort of space game. The stars kind of flicker, and I die. But you can see, compared to something like the 2600, which was still being produced, pretty superior kind of looks. Teleport. You can hear the game sounds? That's good. I would hope so, Mo. Says he can hear them. So that's one thing I didn't screw up. Yay! So let's take a look at another one. So if we hop in here, I'm going to take a look at a different game. I've got about, I think there were about 60 games released. We're not going to try to go through all of them, but there are a lot of them that I want to look at based on just kind of we've seen other versions of them. See if I can... Yeah, so here's the next one I'm going to take a look at, which is Centipede. Everyone knows Centipede pretty well, and so this is a much better version of Centipede. You even can you can shoot the mushrooms. You can shoot 3 or 4 times before you kill them. The closer I get to the spider, the more points I should get. That was a 6. I should get a 9. And even stuff you wouldn't have seen in the 2600 or 5200, like multicolor sprites. They put a whole new chipset into this 7800, which is pretty darn cool, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm dead to the spider. It happens. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. Let's pick another game. Let's go in. We have quite a few. I'm going to take a look at one we should all know really, really well. Dig Dug. So, again, very different. Look at the multicolor sprites, and they did a lot of dithering on the sprites, which either means they have transparency supported, or they're using actually that many colors. Hey, Mike Creamer and MC Murr have joined the live stream. I'm stunned and amazed and appreciative that you have joined. Wow, look, it's a pretty good Dig Dug. Things are a little blobby, kind of squished and flat. I mean, of course, it doesn't have the widescreen vertical monitor that you would have. That's not bad. Let's see if we can drop a rock on somebody. Oh, Jesus! Or just die. That's something we could do as well. Desert Falcon, Mo says. We'll take a look at that in a second. I do take requests. If it's something you know was on... Ooh, we're going to drop a rock on this guy. Die, Fygar! Yeah! Alright. Just finish a level right quick. And it makes me wish I hadn't missed this console entirely, because it's really some superior things. The problem over and over that you're going to find here is that Atari didn't get the memo that people were not just looking for more and more arcade ports. This was 86. And, I mean, we had Zelda, we had adventure games, we had really, really amazing things. Let's do Desert Falcon. Let's take a look. So Mo requested Desert Falcon. Let's take a look. Mo's asking, is there a Galaga? Hells yeah, there's a Galaga. We're going to take a look at it. Yeah, so Desert Falcon. I don't know anything about Desert Falcon, but let's do Novice since I'm a punk and don't know. Oh, this is the Zaxxon clone, right? How do you go forward? Why am I not flying? Oh, you have to fly. Oh, look, all right. That's nice. It's pretty much Zaxxon, isn't it? Yeah, so you have to use your shadow height. And unlike Zaxxon, you kind of have a free-roaming height meter. It's not just a couple of levels of up and down. I can kind of go any number of pixels I want, it looks like. A bunch of fools try to blast on me. Oh, there's some pyramids I can run into. Did this have... do you know, Mo, if this had, like, barriers you had to go under and over? Or was it just dodge the things on the ground? I don't know. Hey! Ro Reddick has joined the live stream. Hey there! Oh my goodness, there's a Sphinx to kill. Oh, in the face! Take that, Sphinx! And now it's flying itself. It's taking me to some level. I can't move. Oh, now I'm moving. I can't shoot. So he's going to fly me for a while. I'm not shooting. Maybe this is just the dodge stuff level. Just dodging. Oh, you're right. And something happened. Looks like it did okay. That's pretty cool. All right, Desert Falcon it is. All right, let's try another one. Moving on down alphabetically a little bit. They have Basket Brawl, which I didn't know very well. Let's go down. So, an absolute must. We have got to take a look at Donkey Kong. Not a bad looking Donkey Kong. This is the one I actually did play. So let's see. His walking sound is pretty garbage, but sure looks better than either the 2600. Look at the... I think Donkey Kong's got about 3 colors in him just for that one... that one sprite. Well, maybe less sprite, but... Jesus, what a spastic hammer. Wait a minute, you can't get 500 points for a barrel. Come on now. Rose says, yay! Either yay Donkey Kong or yay that I quit Desert Falcon. I don't know which one. Let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty good, says George. One thing that's odd I noticed, this is the one I did play already, we go straight from this level to the elevator level, which doesn't make any sense. However, because it's so squished... Oh, yay Donkey Kong, says Ro. Since it's so squished, look how easy it is to make the leap horizontally in the middle, to that middle bracket. The elevator is so slow. Fireball, go away. There you go. Attaboy. So I can get the up here and get across, like, easy. That's like a pro move. That's the kind of move that George Sumter makes. Oh, and I died. Yeah, Murr says it does look hella tight. I agree. So we'll go ahead and try another one. Since we're in the Donkey Kong realm, let's take a look at Donkey Kong Jr., which we also have. It's another one that has a pretty amazing transfer. Again, the big problem with all of these is people were kind of done with playing arcade games in the home. They wanted big adventures. I mean, no pun intended, but that's, I think, why Adventure was such a popular cartridge on the 2600, because it was not just how many aliens can you blast, it was a little more, it was a little more of a, you know, go through screens, find cool stuff. This is not a bad Donkey Kong Jr. I mean, aside from being sort of squished, which, again, it has to do with the verticality of the screen, but, man, he climbs slow, though. Yeah, drop some bananas. Go, 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 go! There we go. Just finish a level at first. Come on, jump! Notice when he jumps, it's an arc. Oh, God! Really? I was robbed. Rose says DK Jr. looks really fat. Yeah, no doubt, he does. All right, let's try another one. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, George says he got a C64 instead of a 7800. I think you probably got the good side of that. C64 was a much better game system to have, since this pretty much petered out in about 18 months, and more than 60 games came out for it. Yeah, Murr was a C64 kid, he says. Yep. Hey, something that's worth pointing out, MC Murr, since he joined the live stream with us, it's important to know that we have a podcast, if you're not already watching the GenXGrownUp podcast, and while George is on vacation, MC Murr is the guest host of the podcast. Brand new episode comes out tomorrow, Thursday, the 28th. And we are talking about Christmas TV specials on our backtrack. And you can find the podcast by going to genxgrownup.com/pod. And you can click on any of these wonderful little buttons to subscribe. Or you can even scroll down and pick an episode and listen to it live if you wanted to. Right on the page, you have a button where you can push play and listen to the episode live. But the GenXGrownUp podcast is something that if you're not already checking out, we would love for you to check out. We have a lot of fun with it, like everything else we do on GXG. It's just something that we enjoy doing. All right, next one we're going to check out another great arcade port, Double Dragon! George says it's already Thursday where he is. Yes, I know it is. One player. Let's see how this looks. Now, only one button. No, I'm sorry, two buttons. I'm sorry. Ugh, that's not a great-looking Double Dragon. Better than the 2600, I'll give it, but what do I have? A punch and a kick. How am I going to do the elbow? That's the most important part of the game. Oh, getting pwned. The elbow is how I finished this game, and I'm having a... You can't do it, because I only have two buttons. Punch, kick. There we go. Just die. All right, I think we've seen enough Double Dragon. This was not a fantastic version of Double Dragon. But it was Double Dragon nonetheless. Yeah, Mo says it's freaky. You are right. Let's see. So, I don't know this one at all. This one's called FA-18 Hornet. Flight sim, I guess. Michael says he had the Atom computer with the tape deck and cartridge for the Coleco games. Oh, that was that was the computer that you used to talk your parents into getting you a ColecoVision, right? Because you could bolt on the computer onto it. Okay, FA-18 Hornet. So I had an FA-18 game for the Atari. Please select a mission. I would say mission 1 would be a great one to start with. Location, United States. Mojave Desert. Pilot your aircraft. On what? Okay. Wow, this looks like a lot of complexity that I'm not ready for. Should I shoot that tank? I guess not. Should I turn and go down this runway? Oh, there's a runway. I'm trying to go faster. No, okay. Oh, there's a missile, for whatever that's worth. Okay, I feel like probably I don't know what I'm doing with this game, but it's a flight sim, and it looks pretty good. So Maurice says, how about Alien Brigade? Yeah, I take requests. By all means, there was an Alien Brigade. It doesn't look bad. I did skip that one because I'm not familiar with it, but it's not a bad-looking game. Let's take a look for the 7800 here. Here's Alien Brigade. This is an alien. It's like, I think it's the Grinch who's going to draw the title screen for us. What could it be? Ali? Ali? Oh, it's Alien. I'm not going to watch him spell Brigade. I'm sorry. George says Galaga. We're going to get to Galaga. Absolutely. So let's take a look at Alien Brigade. This, there was an arcade game like this one that I remember, but I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't Atari that was top-down. But I have a machine gun and I have grenades. Yeah, Galaga's... we do have Galaga. We're going to take a look. So... This reminds me a little bit of Area 51 because there's good and bad guys that pop up and you have to discern who to shoot. Man, my machine gun killed the chopper. I think that's a good guy. He has arms up. Now he's hauling ass. Okay. Oh, bad guy! I missed him. Kill the tank! Grenade! Alright. Oh, and there's... Oh, alien! Those are creepy looking aliens. Die! His hat fell off. I guess that's die. Did you... So, Mo... Oh, I killed the hostage. So, Mo, you said Alien Brigade. Is that one that you know, that you played? I have not played. I've played ones like this, but I never played this particular one. Ooh, I didn't kill the hostage. That's one! One hostage I didn't kill. Not entirely. I think pretty much if they don't have a blindfold, they're not a hostage and they're fair game. Paratrooper. Oh, I have grenades. Keep forgetting that I have grenades. It's not exactly mouse aiming, so... How come their hats fly off? I shot you in the chest. Your hat should not fall off. You should drop dead. Yeah, so Creamer says Karateka, which I've also heard called Karateka. That's also on here. We can take a peek at. Oh, don't shoot the hostage. Yeah, all right. So that's Alien Brigade. It's a lot more of that. Yeah, so let's see. Everybody wants to see Galaga, so let's do Galaga. Yeah, Galaga it is. Galaga so that George can leave the live stream, because that's all he's here for. So here's Galaga. Now notice a lot of these are published 84, but the console didn't come out until 86, I think? Oh, man. So this is Galaga. Let's take a look and see how it does. It's got the music. Not bad. Ah, the aliens are already coming before the music is over. That's weird. Mo says he played this one a lot. You played Galaga a lot? Oh, you played Alien Brigade a lot. Killed a lot of hostages. It looks like it'd be easy. Oh, I'm not getting a double shooter as I already killed all of my ships. If you remember the 2600 version, there was no version of Galaga, just Galaxian. But it was not great. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there was a version of Galaga for the 2600. I think just Galaxian. I think it came out too late. Ah. I would really like to get a double shooter to see what that looks like. So I'm going to try not to kill too many. And George, I don't know if it's possible to do the don't shoot at guys cheat on the 7800 version or not, so... Ah! So I'd be curious, George, what time is it in your neck of the woods? I think it's late morning, maybe? Is that right? I know you're still on vacation. Also, did you have a chance to listen to the podcast? Oh, double shooter, double shooter! George said something not possible. Podcast not possible? Is that what you said? Yeah, 9:18 a.m. he says. Ah! Okay, well, I'm dead, but I didn't kill my ship. Food fight. Yeah, we'll definitely do food fight. MEC Mur says, how about food fight? Come on, dive on me so I can save my ship. There it comes. That's not like that. Got it. Galaga does look good, says Mo. You are right. I just want to see how the double shooter looks, and then we will move. Am I gonna? Okay. I'm playing this one a while, but I want to see the challenging stage if I can. There it is. This is, man, this would have been a fantastic version to have at home, wouldn't it? It's not a fast shoot, though, that's for sure. Yeah, Miss Pac-Man definitely coming. You know, and the fact that all of these are on the console, again, it just has to do with poor Atari. If they would just done some of their own titles, and they approached other manufacturers about making things for this, but Nintendo had this stranglehold on publishers, where if you made a game for the NES, you couldn't make that game for any other console for 2 years. They had a non-compete with everyone they sold that chip to. And so when the Atari came along behind the Sega and everybody else, it was like, well, sorry. No chance. Let's take a look at Food Fight. That one is on here. Food Fight. All right. Intermediate, I probably shouldn't have picked that. Oh, George, look at that. George gives MC Mur his blessing on the podcast, and it sounded great. He sounds better than that hack I normally have on. Yeah, I got a soft spot for that hack that's normally on the show, though, so. Food Fight. Wow, this is a good version of Food Fight. Holy Lord. Die. Oh, I lost my food. Get down, you little chef. Oh, I lost food. Come on, go, go, go. I'll get over there and get my ice cream cone. Dang. Now, you know, if this could have existed, like, in 81, I mean, they would have crushed it. There would not have been a crash. There would not have been, there would have been no ETs buried in the landfill for me to get. Oh, man. This is a great version of Food Fight. That is fantastic. Wow. By the way, unlike every other console that you know, this one has a dedicated pause button built right in, which I'm using when I switch between these. And I don't know how many times I had to, you know, John, go do something, my mom screamed. Like, I can't, I'm in the middle of a game. And you can't pause. You have to find a place where you don't die. All right, see a lot of Miss Pac-Man requests. I'm going to jump on down to Miss Pac-Man. We're going to take a look. Kung Fu Master says, Michael. Gotcha. All right, here's Ms. Pac. Everybody. Now, I know that MC Mur absolutely despises Pac-Man. He hates it. He doesn't like a single title in the franchise, right? There we go. You never played Food Fight before, George? Oh, that's a great arcade game. This is a pretty responsive Pac-Man. It's kind of slowish. I mean, I'm used to the super speed Miss Pac-Man, but... Whoa, hell! Boom! 2 ghosts. 3 ghosts. 4 wonderful ghosts. Oh, hell. Mur says the NES versions of Atari Classics lacked a certain authenticity. Yeah, a lot of the... I mean, you have to remember, those are not emulation either, Mur. They're simulation. They kind of rewrote them to fit inside of a wrapper. And there's just no substitute for either having the cart or emulating. Mur is having obscene feelings about Pac-Man. I have to remember, what did you say to me the other day? Something put a tingle in your dingle, I believe was the line that gave me a chuckle. You have a way with words, there's no question. Alright, so there's a Miss Pac-Man. Alright, let's see what else we've got. We got a lot of cool stuff to check out. Miss Pac-Man is great. File manager. Let's check it out. Let's start from the bottom and see what we have. Somebody else suggested something. Oh, Karateka. Did you say, Mike, did you say you thought it was Karateka or Karateka? Which way did... what was the proper way to say it in your neck of the woods? Alright, there's Karateka. Karateka. I called it Karateka myself. This was, who was that guy? Mechner or whatever? He's the same guy that did Prince of Persia. This was a real story-driven game that was fun. I think we talked about Karateka on our old computer games backtrack episode. Yeah. Okay, alright. So, Mike, if you spell the word Karateka, I can't tell which way you're pronouncing it. Mo says, do you remember the How to Beat Video Games books? I certainly do. When is this going to let me play this game, I wonder? I hope you all enjoy reading this script story font. Eventually we'll play a game, I think. Alright, everybody get that memorized? There'll be a test later on what this scroll said. It stopped scrolling. Something might happen. Karateka. Got it. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Alright, so how do I get into a stance? That's the first question. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's time to punch on fools. Why am I not punching? Oh, that's not good. No, don't run. You get killed that way. Ah, there. Oh, I found out how to attack. Maybe. That's not good. I'm getting punched a lot. What's that good for? Aha! Ha! I can do the high kick. I can't do that very well. Ugh! I'm getting killed. I don't know the controls on this version of Karateka. I say Karateka, by the way, so you take your Karateka and... Oh, I found out how to punch! Maybe. Oh, but I'm about to die. Yeah, alright. I just got crushed. And the end. Yeah, this was an amazing game, I will say. Maybe this version plays a little slower than the one I'm used to on the computer. It looks good, though. Let's see. There was another one suggested. Yeah, Murr talks about just how much was in that... to paraphrase, Murr is saying just how much was packed into that game. And you're absolutely right. It was a hell of a game that was jammed into that small amount of memory. Let's see. Karate, what was it? Oh, here's Kung Fu Master. I'm seeing that Impossible Mission is on here, which for you Commodore 64 devotees, I know that is the shiznit for you. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. Here's Kung Fu Master, which is Punch Dragonlance game. If ever it would start. I'm waiting. It's a lovely title screen. I hope you're all enjoying that. I'm not getting my ass kicked. Mo. I guess this will start at some point. Oh, hey, there we go. They really want you to read that title screen. Okay. All right. Nothing's happening. All right. This is a great game, and it's not happening. So maybe we'll try it again later. But I got your attention when I said Impossible Mission, so we're going to see what it looks like on here. That was a great Commodore 64 game. And as far as I know, it never ported to any other computers or anything. So we're going to see how it looks here. Here it is. Impossible Mission. Atari presents. All right, Commodore 64 monkeys. I'm sure you just crapped yourself and you saw Atari presents Impossible Mission. That's like blasphemy, right? Oh, God. George just registered a domain. GenX Beatdown. Thank you. All right. Hey, this is not a bad Impossible Mission. Look at that. Oh, the double flip. Log off. Yep. Look at that. All right. I forget what I have to do because I was an Atari nerd. Ah! I can jump robots. I know that. Ah! Oh, crap. I've got to get to the bottom, I guess. So let's do here. Come on, move. Yeah, these laser guys are not cool. Jump! Great. I go to the toilet. How about that? Oh, search. That's right, you're looking for stuff. Nothing here. Ah! Okay. Yep. There's some more Gen X beatdown for you. It's not going great. This is a pretty cool Impossible mission, though. I'm a fan. Alright. Let's see what else we can stoke here. Alright. Let's see. Mario Brothers. Man, they got a Nintendo. How did they get a Nintendo game to run on the 7800 when they were fighting? I don't get that. They must have already had... Oh, I know why. Atari already had a license to put this on the 2600, so they were probably able to sneak it under the radar on the 7800. Oh, Jesus, Mario, you're very jaundiced. You feeling okay, buddy? Look how green he is. That's not good. Ah! Yeah, it is Mission Impossible, and it was impossible for me. This is, it's a good-looking version of Mario Brothers. I'm really surprised that they were able to do it. Oh, the physics of it are really good, too. Whoa, jump! Oh, now we got the last turtle who's not pleased with me. MC Murr suggests that Mario ate at Shoney's, which is why he looks like that. Well, it could have been. It could also have been Taco Bell. Pretty nice. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else we've got. We'll take a little pause here in just a second for the requisite plugs. What do we got? I see somebody mentioning Xevious. So let's take a look at Xevious. By all means. All right. Oh, wow. That looks... It's not quite as chrome as I'm used to. Let's hear how the sounds are. Music is there. There's little plinks. Ah, this is a nice Xevious. Take that, bases on the ground. Michael suggests that maybe Mario ate street food from where George is currently visiting. Yeah, that could be. I don't know. I've never heard of anybody really getting sick where George is visiting, though, so I'm sure that's not the case. Right? Ah, kill the tank. This is a great version of Xevious. Again, boy, if Atari could have put out something like this in '81, they would have crushed it. Crushed it. But, alas and alack, it was just another Lynx-type failure on the blip of the Atari failed consoles. I think of the 2600 when they owned the world, they kind of thought they could do no wrong, and whatever they would just generate would be the best thing in the world. But, you know, it was... By that time, things had matured. People were tired of consoles. So to give you an idea, the Atari 7800 was initially going to be... the cartridges didn't have batteries, so they were going to have a pass-through cartridge, kind of like the Game Genie, that would store high scores. Storing high scores is a very arcade game mentality. You know, what's the last time you played a game for its high score? You know, unless you were playing an arcade game. And people in homes, they were playing more mature games by then. And this console was designed with keeping high scores in mind. And, yeah, they just... Poor Atari. Missed the boat. They could have been. What could have been. Alright. So I got Gen X beat down again there, so... That's a great Xevious. Ah, I see a request for Robotron. I know a couple people on this live stream who are fans of Robotron. So, let's take a look and see what... Oh my god, Rampage is on here, by the way. Oh my. Yeah, Murr said it's sad we got out of touch with point scoring. Yeah, it was, you know, there's a place for it. You know, some like live arcade games on Xbox had some points and leaderboards, but even on those, I wasn't amped about the leaderboards themselves. So, alright, so, wow, yeesh, there's Robotron. That was a great Williams game, so this is, I'm not sure how I'm going to be shooting. I'm guessing I'm going to have to hold the button down to shoot because I don't have 2 joysticks. Or maybe they had an option for a 2 joystick mode. I do not know. Let's find out. Yes, if I hold down the button... Yeah, that's difficult. I have to hold down the button in the direction... He'll shoot the direction I'm pointed. Let's go save this lady. Yeah, this doesn't have the kind of frenetic... Yeah, Mo is saying that version of Xevious was less metallic. Absolutely. It was... Yeah, I remember that just being a frickin' game of chrome. And this was a little flatter, to be certain. No, Hulk, you will not take my guy. This is a lot harder. Now, I don't have 2 joysticks in my hand, nor is it configured, but the 7800 had 2 very small joysticks you could hold in one hand, so I suspect, somebody might look it up while we're doing this, but I suspect Robotron had the opportunity to shoot with the right joystick and move with the left instead of having to hold down the button. Oh, goodness. It's really tough. Let's go save Billy. Come here, Billy! Yeah, alright. Robotron it is. Yeah, this is not the version of Robotron you want to play, but boy was it a better version of Robotron than what we'd had before that. Oh, my, my, my. Okay, Rampage. We've got to see what Rampage looks like on here. Yeah, George made a really good point. You know, he said he only really cared about high scores in the arcade because he hung out, and that's if you see people, you know, and you hang out with people in the arcade, and it's like bragging rights. But a high score at the house is like you're just a faceless drone. Nobody knows who you are. So, all right, Rampage it is. Here we go. Well, you have to be the gorilla. There's no other option. There's also a lizard somehow? Oh, it's saying if you want to play as the lizard. This is kind of a janky version of this game. Oh, hey! Yeah, this really points out just how high resolution the arcade game was. Come on! Yeah, oddly enough, Mo and I just played Rampage today, so it's fresh in my mind, and boy, this feels pretty far from Rampage. But, hey, it's still better than we'd ever had before up to this point. Michael, Tank Command, he's suggesting. Mo says you ever have somebody use your initials on a high scoreboard? Well, not before, but George has taken to putting GXG on every game that he beats lately, so in a way, that's also my initials. I always just used JON. What were your initials when you played arcade games? You remember? Jump! He's like Wreck-It Ralph. Ah, jump! Rose says that this monkey's like Wreck-It Ralph, which is not a bad comparison. Blowing up some helicopters. All right. That's, now we've seen that. Let's see what else. Tank Command, Michael Creamer suggested. So we are going to see Tank Command. I don't know Tank Command, so you may have to walk me through this. Ah! Press button. Froggo Games presents. What is Tank Command? Is it like a game I know? Oh, it looks like a tank. Oh, it's... Okay. MC Mercer's Dark Chambers. Yep, absolutely we'll check out Dark Chambers. Good suggestion. Yeah, I had never heard of Dark Chambers until I got a hold of a Dark Chambers in that lot of things I got from the flea market for the 2600. And I also had one for the 7800. Oh, my tank just got crushed. Is that pillbox going to do anything other than shoot me? I can't shoot it looks like. So Tank Command is Atari Warriors with a tank, as far as I can tell. Can I shoot this house? No. Oh, I kind of can, maybe? Yeah, okay, I can. There's some barrels that power up. They're flashing like I should touch it. Die, tank! Yeah, you die. Urgh. Oh, now I got killed. So Maurice said M-O or M-O-E if he had 3 letters. Yeah, but Mo, what do you put on if you do have a poor game? Tell them what your initials are if you have a very bad game and you get on the high score list. Ah! George says GDS. Mur, you strike me as someone who would definitely use ASS as your... You are the contrarian, as you pointed out. Alright. Dark Chambers. Let's check out Dark Chambers. 7800. Wow, look at that. That looks like something. Mike did JIM. Mike, why were you Jim? Pole position 2 we'll check out. Oh, MIK. I like that. Man, this is some next level stuff. I'm going to go beginner. Mo commented that Mur might want to think carefully when he says, I always did ass. Entering level A. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is a respectable gauntlet. Which I assume it's better than Gauntlet. I played the Dark Chambers on 2600, and this is way, way better than that. Come on. I'd like you to die if you wouldn't mind. I just have one fireball I can throw, which is problematic. Oh, there's the key. Oh, this is like... George, what is the game where you can have one bullet on the screen at a time? Is that Galaxian? Yeah, there's Moo. Mo is Moo. If he does a bad job, he's always Moo. Die, die. Here's the ladder going down. Dang, this is an okay gauntlet. Dark Chambers. This is a far cry than from the Dark Chambers that I saw on 2600. Man. All right. Woo. All right. Oh, let's take a quick breather. Ba, ba, ba. All right. If you're watching the live stream, thank you so very, very much. We would appreciate it if you would look at the ticker that's going across the screen. Subscribe to our podcast if you would. It's just more of us talking about this kind of garbage. Also our YouTube channel, where we put out new content every Tuesday and Saturday. We're taking a week off right now for the holidays, but we will kick it off again beginning of January, starting on Tuesday, with lots of new content we have in the chamber ready to unload for you. And also, you can always find all the stuff we do by going online. You can go to GenXGrownUp.com, and everything we post is available there. So you can come to the website, you can browse, you can find our podcast up here at the top. You can find all of our content. You can do a search. And if what you want to see is, y'all want to see where you talk about Pac-Man, well, you can search for Pac-Man, and you can see places where we've talked about Pac-Man. If your interests are whatever they may be, you can use our search bar, and I just want to see stuff where you talk about, oh, hell, I don't know. You want to see Donkey Kong? I assume we have some Donkey Kong content. Where have we talked about Donkey Kong? Wherever it's referenced here. We played Donkey Kong. Yeah, so GenXGrownUp.com, we do YouTube content. We have podcast material. We have material that drops on the GWW.com, Gamers, Geeks Worldwide. But everything we do is aggregated here. So if you want to see what it is that we do and what's up and what's next and what's new, you can always find it here. This is the clearinghouse for everything the GWW does, in addition to articles that may or may not appear on any other website or video stream. We often do video and movie reviews that only are articles, that are textual articles that appear here. That's one of Mo's fortes. So we would certainly welcome you to come on over to the GenXGrownUp.com website to find everything that we do online. All right. We've got about 15 minutes. We're going to take a look at a couple more. It's very important that we take a look at this one. Huge favorite, Joust. See how they do Joust. All right. Hey, all right. Hey, not bad. Not bad. Oh, I didn't die yet, so that's good. Caught an egg. So far, so good. It's not too hectic yet. Come on, die. Oh, not me. This guy. Ah! Grab that egg right quick. Gotcha. Dang. Okay. That's it? There they come. Die! I would be remiss if I didn't thank MC Murr, who, while he is here in the live stream with us, he also has been mentoring me a bit on what it takes to do some live streaming, because he is an old hand at it. And his input and advice has been invaluable on setting up and doing this, what is our very first GenXGrownUp Live. Very appreciative of your help, Murr. Aw, shucks. Yeah. You know you're the shit. Don't be modest. Alright. Let's see what else we got up here. Boom! Alright. Just a couple more we got to take a look at. Summer Games, Robotron. One-on-one basketball. That was the Dr. J and Larry Bird basketball, if I remember correctly. Ah! There we go. Alright. There we go. Oh, dang, look at all the options. Alright, we'll just do a new game. I played this on the on my Atari computer a lot. Oh, this is nice. Whoop! There it is. Oh, I smashed the backboard right off the bat. This guy's gonna yell at me. Michael suggests Ace of Aces. Oh, I stole it. Sorry, Larry, you got no game. Bam! I played a lot of this. And this looks better than it did on my computer, actually. I played on the Atari computer a lot, and it was kind of like, just kind of monochrome. It had just overscan kind of stuff. Oh, let's go for the 3. It's a little fade. Whoop! Boom! Ah, crap. We gotta make a 3 before we move on. Whoop! Don't. There we go. Nice. Alright. Let's take a look at Ace of Aces, which was requested by Mike. You betcha. Ace of Aces it is. So I don't know what this is. I hadn't played this one. Mike says it reminds him of 1943. I took a peek at this one earlier in the day. I haven't played many of these, but I did look at this one. And it struck me as just kind of more of a dogfighty kind of game. So let's take a look. Oh, that's good. You never saw kind of opening kind of screens. Let's do a mission. Let's just jump in. V1 rocket. Oh, I'm kind of liking this different kinds of things. What do I want to do? I'll pick a V1 rocket and a train. Begin game. Target? POW train, Northwest Berlin. Oh, so you pick targets. I accept that mission. Wow, look at this thing. That's pretty far from 1943, Mike. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I have no... Wow. How many bombs do I load? Okay. I did the practice before, and none of this was in there. I can load fuel. If I can do a loadout. Dang. Okay. I can pretend I know what I'm doing. But we're going to jump in and see what it looks like. I think those are supposed to be snapshots, but they're too low res to tell. There's a pilot waving at me. Okay. Alright. I'm flying. Oh, I don't know what happened. I'm unclear on what just happened. I think I looked down, and now I can't see. I apologize for being incompetent at this game, or otherwise we could probably see what it looks like. How do I get back to flying this plane? Like maybe something is going on up there and I can't see it. Oh, I'm opening the where I drop bombs, I think, is what's happening. But I can't see what I'm doing. This, I think, to quote MC Murr, oh, I got damage to my wing. I think this is another 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound sack game. And it's more than I am able to comprehend without the instructions. But there's a lot going on. It looks like probably a pretty involved, cool game. Mike has given me some advice on how I should have been playing it, but I was incompetent. Let's see. Just time for one or two more. Summer Games is in there. Real Sports Baseball. Pole Position 2. I saw MC Murr mention Pole Position 2. Let's take a gander at that one right quick. Yeah. Looks like Pole Position 2. So I can pick a place. We'll do Fuji. I'm going to whip out on the test track. Oh, wow. That looks just about like an arcade as far as I can tell. Button for gas. Oh, and the B button is a brake. I should mention that the 7800 has 2 buttons instead of 1, which is just a small improvement. But for a lot of games, it was nice to have an extra, I'm sure. I don't know how you do Double Dragon with just 1 button. Not that it was a great Double Dragon, but eh. So this, what is it? I think it's called parallax scrolling, with the different things scrolling at different rates, like the background. I mean, that's pretty impressive for this custom graphics chip. There's not a lot going on, not a lot of cars. That would make it more interesting, but maybe I picked the novice level, and that's why it's just me driving. Going 160 miles an hour, so show respect. Whoop! There's a lap. Oh, gears. How do I shift gears? Oh, there we go, high gear. No wonder I was going... So now I'm going 211. Note to self, first lap in low gear, not the way to win a race. Oh, now we're squealing. That's why it was so... Ah! That's why it was so vanilla. And I'm dead? That's it? Alright, well that's pole position. It most certainly is. My. Alright. Let's see. Let's grab just... again, I have room for maybe 1 or 2 more. Choplifter was an all-time favorite computer game of mine, and that's on here. Let's take a gander at Choplifter and see. That was another Broderbund game. 82 by Broderbund, yeah, and 87 on this console. Implementation by some other company. Alright. You ever played Choplifter? Oh man, it's hard to even stay in the air. You gotta pick up all these guys and bring them back to your base. Oh! How do you, Oh, there! Oh, you turn. There's how I can bomb things. Come on, die! Die, tank! It's kind of hard to control. There! Boom! Dead. Alright, there's a... Is that where my guys are, or is that just a place to bomb? I don't know. Let's land and see. Ah! Yeah, there's guys. Do not shoot my guys, you crappy tank. Okay. Get in! Run! Alright. Oh, there's one more. He's like, oh, jeez! Tank! I just killed a dude. Sorry, dude. Or the tank killed him. Alright, come on. I think I just killed the guy by landing on him. Get in, quick! Get to the chopper! I don't know, I'm not good at that. Mer says I love Choplifter. Yeah, you and me both, brother. Ah! Although this one's really hard to control. Here, boop. Come on, go, guys. Go. There's lots of people to save. We can't have you dilly-dally. Yeah, that's Choplifter. And a good version of Choplifter, too, I might add. Let's see. I think we got time for one more. I'm curious what Cracked is. I'm wondering if it's kind of like a Kaboom. I'm really not sure. I saw its name here. I don't know what Cracked is. Let's take a look. Oh, it's not at all Kaboom. What's going on here? Am I shooting? Oh, I think I'm protecting eggs. Oh, those are snakes after my eggs. Cut it out, snakes. And birds. I'm not doing great. Dang. Mer says he got Choplifter for his birthday in '88 for Sega. Okay, I'm not good at this, And I'll also say it's not a good game, so I shouldn't have to be good at it. So let's just skip this one. Oh, my. It's a football game. Just out of curiosity, we'll see what the football game looks like, because many consoles are defined by their football game. Nice title screen. Yeah, my Choplifter helicopter was a clown car. There's a limit, I think. Murray, you played Choplifter. Like 10 or 15 guys you can get in there. And then you have to move on. Yeah, player versus computer. Let's just see what this looks like. Like opposite push reset. I don't have a reset button. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the reset button is. Oh, we're not going to do that. Because I don't know. I don't have that button on my console. So, pass. All right. We did Donkey Kong, Double Dragon. Yeah, we did Galaga. There are console things we should try. Miss Pac-Man. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at Summer Games, because I know Summer Games was on a lot of consoles. The big Olympic title. Oh, yeah. Put my name, my name is, sure. And let's go with MC Murr. How about her name is Ass? Because MC Murr did a lot of ass, I understand. That's what he said earlier, I think. Why don't you be from France? They're kind of asses. I don't have a name. Ah, yes, the high dive. I have totally forgotten how to play this game. You straighten out at some point. Wow, that was not terrible. 9-5, 8-5, 10. That's it. I retire. I got a great score on my first dive. I'm never playing diving again. It doesn't get much better than that. So that's Summer Games. A lot more titles that are there for Summer Games. But all right. Thank you, everyone, for joining the live stream. We've just about capped an hour. We took a look at over half of the games that are available for the 7800. I regret that I didn't have this console growing up. It might have been cool to play with, especially if you were still into arcade games, because they were really focused on that. I saw no like adventure equivalent. Everything is very much focused on either arcade, or in the case of like Ace of Aces that we played, it was kind of more simulation, which is good. That's a move in the right direction for computers. But I think for Atari, it was too little too late for them. I mean, they already had the crash of '83. They were trying to come out of that nosedive, and they just never did. That was it. So thanks so much for joining. As always, we sure would appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast, and hang out for the next thing that we do on Gen X Grown Up. We sure appreciate you visiting, and that will be the end of our first live stream, hoping to do more in the future. Bye-bye, everybody.
Don't you know that you're a grown-up?
Subscribe to Gen X Grown Up by clicking right here and enable notifications so you won't miss a thing. Use the comments down below to tell us what you think, and while you're there, a thumbs up would be great too. Please share this online wherever you hang out. Connect with GXG on social networks by clicking right here.
Basically, life sucks.